Today we're going to talk about the city with the whitest sand beaches in the world. This island is well known for its magnificent white sand beaches and turquoise waters, which are lapped by a core region of mountains. But the island is more than just a collection of lovely beaches. 2/3 of the island is made up of a single mountain range, which features amazing cliff faces, gorges, and towering pinnacles. This French island is the perfect vacation spot for everyone because of its wild landscapes, stunning beaches, charming villages, and walking trails. It is a terrific destination whether you want a restful vacation or one packed with outdoor activities. Now let's look at the top 5 things that you can do in Corsica, the island with the whitest sand beaches in the world. Number 5, relax at Plage de Silesia. Unspoiled Plage de Silesia Beach in Corsica is unquestionably a favorite amongst frequent travelers. The isolated coastline, albeit no longer as well kept a secret, is the perfect place to unwind by the Mediterranean, explore the area's rocky and fauna outcrops, and rest with your toes in the sand. The natural beauty of Plage de Silesia is by far its most favored characteristic. You'd be enthralled by the natural beauty as you enjoy the blue ocean for swimming, the half-mile of soft ivory sand for relaxing, the scenic coastal dunes with comfortable shade, the attractive rocky outcroppings, and eventually admiring the sculpture-like driftwood. Although Silesia is a little busier than some of the more remote beaches in Corsica, the allure of pristine sand is still present, and there are ample amenities for you to relax. Also more prevalent are boats, which provide easier access to views of the inlet and water taxi service. The beach's secretiveness adds to its attraction because visiting here means you, nature, and a rustic snack shop will be your only companions. It was once a submarine landing site used to supply resistance fighters during World War II. Make Silesia your new favorite Corsica beach without hesitating. Number 4, take in the beauty of Calvi Citadel, a symbol of extraordinary beauty. The Citadel of Calvi, which proudly displays a vast amount of history and legacy, rises stalwartly above the town. A magnificent example of historical and architectural heritage, the Citadel of Calvi offers breathtaking views of the Corsican landscape and the surrounding sea. One of the most famous and stunning locations on the entire island of Corsica is this historic Genoese fortress. Even though it lacks the economic activity of the modern town below, the hour-long picturesque trek is rewarded with breathtaking views from its 5 bastions. It encourages you to stroll through its cobblestone streets and learn about the world in which Christopher Columbus was born. The ruins of the home where he was born can be found there. St. Anthony's Oratory and the well-known St. John the Baptist Cathedral can also be found at the end of a typical tiny shop. The trip here is ideal for touring and enjoying lunch with a view because a piece of the town of Calvi is located within the Citadel. Whether visiting for a day or a weekend, families, couples, history buffs, and casual admirers can all appreciate the significance and beauty of this iconic location. Number 3, the chirping Lavesi Islands, for a little summertime happiness. You can set sail from the majestic limestone cliffs of Bonifacio to the captivating Lavesi Islands, a scattering of granite islets. A tiny archipelago off the southern coast of Corsica has a lot to tell, but these islands let their stunning appearance speak for themselves. Since years past, curious tourists have been lured to the scattering of granite boulders, beaches, and islets that emerge from the clear waters of Corsica. Despite being 4 kilometers away from the Corsican mainland, the islands continue to be one of the main reasons Corsica has earned the moniker Isle of Beauty. The Lavesi Islands gently display a plethora of activities, including snorkeling from the white sand beaches, diving into the azure rocky inlets, and climbing the enormous boulders that line the shorelines and prowl from the still surface. Let us provide you with another wonderful idea for your next sun, sea, and leisure vacation: the beaches of the Lavesi Islands. They're all wonderful, and you can spend your day doing a fun picnic and sunbathing. After spending the day exploring the island at your leisure, you can take an hour-long ferry ride back while taking in the sights of the surrounding islands and the majestic Bonifacio Cliff's white limestone peaks. Number 2, Villages of Balagna. The collection of little towns perched on hilltops to the east of Calvi is the Balagna Perched Villages. There are many of these tiny towns, each with its distinct charm, environment, and almost invariably its tiny church. A Corsica that is distant from the swarms of well-known resorts and beaches is revealed when time is spent traveling these peaceful roads. This Corsica is also beautiful, with numerous lovely local vistas to divert you while traveling. Balagna has the sea, sand beaches, and seaside resorts, which are everything you need for a nice vacation. Turn your attention away from the beach and those delights and toward the hills and mountains. The hamlets perched on hills. They are a goldmine of Corsica's customs and culture. This is where you can come to meet them and explore Bologna's real side now. You can make a pit stop in each inland village while you're out and about. You'll be welcomed there with open arms. Take a stroll through the village squares and see the senior residents going about their everyday activities. Here you can explore the rural historical ruins, the fountains and conveniences, or the historic stones of an old grand home. Don't forget to visit the artisans' shops as well, where traditional skills and crafts are still practiced today. Number 1, try out the GR20 hike. Hikers will find magnificent panoramas of cliffs, mountains, gorges, and towering pinnacles on an island where a single chain of mountains makes up 2/3 of the island. The GR20 is a 112-mile-long hiking track in Corsica. Additionally, it is frequently referred to as the most difficult long-distance hiking track in all of Europe, because there could be anything underfoot, from loose rock to snow to puddles. It can be the combined great heat and cold or the climbing. The GR20 is not one to play about. The ascent begins quickly and continues through the thick maquis forest, larico pines, shepherd's huts, and wild boar hoofprints before rising through the wispy coastal clouds and disappearing into the quiet mountainous interior. Despite the roughness of much of the terrain, most hikers can complete this trip since it is extremely well marked and offers regular lodging and resupply choices. GR20 surely is the best and most difficult long-distance hike out there. As most hikers are aware, while some of the nicest views in nature may be free, they require some effort to obtain. If you're in Corsica for a while and you have a nice stamina and immense respect for trekking, then you should try this hike since it would be requiring some of your time, but you'd end up taking a lot of stunning views home. Because this hike is stunningly lovely and diverse. Napoleon's birthplace, picturesque islands, and precarious citadels are among Corsica's most alluring attractions, and it's impossible for you to not be tempted by these. So, when do you plan on visiting this picturesque island? Let us know in the comments below. And, as always, where to next?